Welcome back. There is a live look outside from the Oregon coast. That's our In It Spanish Head Resort Hotel camera in Lincoln City. Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Do you trust your gut instinct? Our next guest says listening to your intuition could save your life. Here with tips to help women live aware, not in fear, we welcome the author of Street Smarts, Trust Your Instincts, Outsmart Danger, and Stay Safe in a World That Isn't, Dannah Eve. It's nice to see you. Congratulations on your book.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for having me back.
Of course, you've got really great actionable tips for us, and I love your approach of we're not living in fear, we're not walking around scared of every little thing, we're being realistic about protecting ourselves.
Absolutely. You know what? It's all about live aware, not in fear. That is my motto. That's what I've said from the start. And, awareness is your best first line of defense at the end of the day. And the more aware you are, the more empowered you can be, and the more free you are to live your life.
Such a great approach. Let's talk about some of your specific takeaways, beginning with lie to survive. Tell me what that looks like.
So I have practiced lie to survive since I was a little girl. It's something that my parents instilled in me at a very young age. And it simply means you do not owe a stranger your truth. And coming up with a lie and having lies prepared in the back of your head is, again, another tool that can help keep you safe in the real world that we live in. And an example of this is you could be in the back of an Uber. And, a lot of people tend to overshare. So they pull up, they say, is this home? And instead of being like, yep, this is my house, you just say, no, this is actually a surprise party. My brother's inside with like 30 people, where, just you come up with something on the spot. That way, this isn't my house and I'm not alone. So lie to survive comes in handy many times.
Yeah, 30 people who happen to be bodybuilders, in case you got any ideas.
Exactly.
Okay, this is just an obvious one, but it's a good reminder just to never open the door to someone that you either don't know or you're just not expecting.
You know what? There are so many ploys these days to get you to open the door. And unfortunately, that could mean you open yourself up to a home invasion. So my simple rule is if you do not know who's at the door, if you're not expecting somebody or a package that you're tracking, don't open the door. Talk to them through a two-way camera and keep that door closed no matter what.
Okay, be mindful of personal information. There are lots of scenarios we don't think about, like maybe you've got a package in your car that you're thinking about returning later. It's sitting in your passenger seat. Anybody could walk by and see what your address is.
Absolutely. Packages label face up, says your full name and home address. You do not want to do that simply turning them over. It's just a simple, again, trick and tool to keep up your sleeve and just adds a layer of protection. Another thing, if you're going to the pharmacy, type out your information on your phone and hold it up, or hand them your ID. There's no need to say all of your personal information out loud.
I was going to ask you that, a helpful hack, because you find yourselves in these situations where someone across the counter does need information from you, but that's a very polite way to get it done without broadcasting. Here is everything you need to know to follow me wherever you want to.
Exactly. That way you just have it ready in your phone. If they need anything else, you could type it out right there and show them. You don't need to say it out loud.
That's a great idea. Okay, now this is something really cute that a lot of parents like their kids' names monogrammed on stuff, like their backpack and things like that. Should we maybe skip that step?
Please skip that. I see it all the time.
Yeah.
You don't want to advertise your kid's name. You know what? At the end of the day, you never know who's out there or who, they might cross paths with. So keep that information private.
That's kind of a bummer. Okay, this one is a good reminder to never post in real time on social media. I see people doing this all the time still.
It's crazy. I actually just did a post on this the other day, and I took a picture that I had when I was in Chicago and put it into ChatGPT and said, can you show me where this is taken? And it showed me the exact location and even gave me coordinates. So, don't post in real time. I'm not saying you can't post, just wait until you leave that location.
Yeah, and don't tell everyone on social media when you're going on vacation so they can get into your house while you're gone.
Exactly. You never want to advertise that your home is vacant.
Okay, lock your doors immediately, and we're talking about car, at home, if you're in a hotel, all those things.
It's a simple habit, and once it becomes second nature, you don't even think about it anymore, and it adds a barrier and layer of protection from you and the outside world, and you just do it, and again, you don't even think about it, and you never know what it could prevent from happening. It could save you from a dangerous situation without you ever knowing it.
You mentioned earlier just being aware at all times, so having that presence of mind. We all walk around with headphones on and scrolling on our phones. We've got to be more aware of our surroundings all the time.
I always say a distracted person is an easy target, so simply don't be an easy target. Put the phone down, have an aware presence, head up, looking around. Again, that alone could deter crime.
And then what about just that really simple trusting your gut in those moments where you just feel like something's not right?
Lean into that feeling. That feeling is there for a reason. I always say it's our built-in internal alarm, and when that sounds, there's a reason to pause and think about why. You might not necessarily be able to put your finger on it, but it again is a gut instinct, and it could save your life.
I know you share so much great information with your followers on social media. Do you get feedback from people who say, oh my gosh, I was in this situation, something felt wrong, and I was able to get out?
I can't even tell you how many emails and messages that I've received since I started this journey from women that say that they believe that I've saved their life or saved them from a very dangerous situation. And it's scary, but also just so rewarding at the end of the day, because what I do is very powerful. The information that I put out is meant to save lives. And the fact that there's no way to quantify it, which is a good thing, but the fact that I'm receiving that type of information and the feedback, it just means the world to me.
I always like to point out it's unfortunate that we even have to worry about these things and have this conversation. However, taking this realistic approach and just doing everything you can to be prepared, it's just the best way. That knowledge is so powerful.
Absolutely. Again, awareness is your best first line of defense. And the more aware you are, the more confident you can be to live your life. It's that simple.
We're so thrilled for you on the release of the book, and thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Okay, we will have more information. There is the book again, Street Smarts. We'll have all that on our website at katu.com.